Swimming pool owners and vinyl liner swimming pool owners in particular, listen up. You know how the internet has these things like this one tip will save you thousands of dollars and it's never legitimate after you click on it? This totally is legitimate. If you do this, you very well are going to cost yourself thousands of dollars. And it's just a simple thing and it would be an easy thing for you to do. So, what is this thing? This thing is simply waiting too long before you get a new vinyl liner installed in your pool. Like, when do you get a new liner installed, right? Like when there's like a giant gaping hole in it, other than something that obvious, when do you get a liner? And the truth is, and I've installed hundreds, probably thousands, but for sure hundreds of liners. And I would say almost universally people wait too long. And there is a significant amount of damage that the swimming pool can sustain that you otherwise could have avoided had you pulled the trigger on the new liner, even just 1 or 2 seasons earlier, because it's a well-known, meme in the swimming pool industry is like, oh, I just want to get one more year out of it. It's like, it's destroyed. It was dead 3 years ago. Like, there's nothing I can do. And, so the truth is there's a huge advantage to not go that far. Don't wait that long. Don't wait for the giant gaping hole and obvious inescapable fact that you need a new liner, because probably you needed a new one before that. How the liner works is it loses its elasticity over time and it becomes, where it used to be pliable, it becomes very stiff and rigid, and it even contracts slightly. And you'll notice this in particular in any tight radius or short radius corners. That's kind of where most vinyl liners start to fail, is the tight radius corners pop out and you simply cannot get them back in. And that's when you start seeing all those duct taped up corners and stuff like that. And that's not the solution here. The solution here is to recognize that your liner's lost its elasticity, and that happens by about year 7. So anytime past that is really just bonus. The liner owes you nothing at that point. And you might be going, well, my liner is 25 years old. And if it is, good for you. But the reality is that the materials that they use in the manufacture of vinyl liners these days are dissimilar to that of 25 years ago. Like, they used to, the 25-year-ago liner had formaldehyde in it. The modern liners don't have it. There's a long list of other things, but that's just one as an example. So we don't get as long in life for liners as we do now as we used to in previous generations. But further to that, again, the advantage is not to push it. And I'll give you some specifics because maybe you're wondering about this. Where's this cost coming from for this damage? Well, 2 things in particular. One, you have strain on the coping. The coping is the track that holds the vinyl liner in place. And as the liner is shrinking and losing elasticity, it increases its strain on the coping. Big deal, right? Well, what if your coping fails where otherwise it wouldn't have failed had you not exposed it to that strain? Some coping is like, oh, we had to replace it. It was $900. Sucks to be you. Some people have a deck integrated coping, and if it fails, you need to take the deck out to replace the coping, and you're talking sometimes tens of thousands of dollars for that. Don't be that person. So doing your liner earlier is going to save you the strain on the coping there, but what else happens when the liner gets too small? Well, I was talking about earlier where the corner pops out. Well, now you start to have this water intrusion where the water's not supposed to be, and as a swimming pool specialist, let me tell you, that's the thing you don't want. The water's supposed to be where it's supposed to be, and it's not supposed to be where it's not supposed to be. And as soon as you start allowing water where it's not supposed to be, a chain of things happen. And it's not just like, oh, the water was, there's water erosion. The chemicals in your pool are going to affect the water behind the liner. Once that water gets behind the liner, it's going to do things like create a galvanic couple with any metal that it comes in contact with, and that's going to cause advanced corrosion. Like, you see, none of this stuff sounds good. You don't want it. And, the eventuality is anytime you allow water to get in the wrong place for too long, you're going to start to have serious problems. It's going to be corrosion to rust, but it's also going to be erosion of the substructure. You're going to risk having walls bowing and floors washing out and all kinds of super expensive damage that you don't want. You could even just need a new floor in your swimming pool where you didn't need a new floor had you done the liner a little earlier before you let it kind of get all leaky and, in poor state of disrepair, and then operate it like that. You're going to buy yourself some expensive work. Floors are thousands, bowing walls or any kind of structural thing, tens of thousands of dollars. Coping, $1,000, or if it's deck integrated, many tens of thousands. You see how just changing your liner a little bit sooner versus a little bit later actually literally can save you thousands of dollars. If you found this information helpful, please be sure to like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And you can check out my website, swimmingpoolsteve.com.